Deontay right here.
Man, just want to say thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for waiting on me again. I always have y'all guys waiting. You know, I'll be slow motion back there because, man, when we put our life on the line in the ring, you know, we got to sit back and thank God that we made it out of the ring. You know, this boxing, man, it's life or death in there at times. At least that's what you feel like. And getting hit in the head is definitely not cool. So when you can get out and go back and see your family is always a blessing. So, you know, we here, though. What amazing fight, though. What amazing fight. You know, one thing I'm happy about, because I got a lot of questions that I ask myself, you know, but one thing I'm happy about that this fight lived up to the hype. You know, many times we've seen fights being promoted, and they talk a good game. You know, they got the hype going. And then when you get in the fight, it's not as hype as the talking was. But in this fight, it actually was. You know, we did a great promotion. I think we both did a great promotion, promoting the fight. And the fight lived up to it, you know. I don't know how he got up, though. And I don't know why they ain't started to count earlier, you know. But we don't make no mistakes. I mean, we don't make no excuses. I started overthrowing my right hand because I really wanted to get him out of there, you know, and start overshooting. It felt like he had baby oil on him too. He was slippery, you know. But all in all, I had a lot of fun. I had a great time, man. I hope y'all guys did as well, and y'all see me soon. Questions?
Deontay, over here. In the 12th round when you dropped him, you looked as though you were celebrating and you thought the fight was over. Was it hard for you to snap back into fight mode when he got up? Did it feel like your adrenaline was kind of out of your body at that point?
I was like, you know what I'm saying? Because I really thought I had him out of there. Because I followed back. I hit him with the right hand and followed with the left hook. And, you know, everyone knows I got heavy hands and I hit hard. And I literally seen this man's eyes rolling in the back of his head. When I seen Jack on the ground with him, you know, checking him, I'm like, it's over, you know. You know, only God knows how he got back up, you know. But like I said, I had fun, though. I don't make excuses. I enjoy the moment and go back to my family. That's the main thing about it, like enjoying the moment, displaying my talent amongst the world, what God blessed me with, and then going back to my family, man. That's my happiest.
Deontay, to your right, congratulations on a great performance in there. Do you feel in some way vindicated with how you fought? You know, for the critics of you, and you've had many throughout your career, the fact that you came in and fought against an undefeated champion who had, you know, the claim to the linear heavyweight title, and you did what you did. Do you feel vindicated even though you didn't win the fight?
No, I mean, it was a great fight. You know, I don't want to take nothing away from the fight. You know, like I said, I got a few questions that I ask myself that's circulating around, you know, with the count, and, you know, I seen my man Joe Hanks, they got on him quick. He hit the ground, they started counting, you know what I mean? But Fury was laid out, and it's like they hesitated a little bit or whatever. But like I said, I take nothing from it, you know. We both going home happy, you know, and that's what it's all about. Two fighters whooping each other ass and being able to hug each other at the end and tell each other we love each other. Although, you know, with the build up to the fight, we just wanted to kill each other, you know what I mean? And that's the magic part about it, being able to go in there and beat each other up and then at the end and say, I love you, bro. You have a great day. I'll see you soon, you know.
Just to follow up, too, with one other question about the tactics. You said that, you know, you were getting overshooting on the right hand. Did you feel like you failed to go to the body enough? Like if you had gone to the body, that might have opened the headshots for you?
Yeah, that was definitely the game plan as well, too, to go to the body a little bit more. But I got out of the game plan a little bit because I was trying to get him out of there. And I know when I try to get a guy out of there, it never happens. It never happened. I know that. That's a lesson I learned a long time ago, and I just resort back to it. I could never, you know, get out of there. I wanted to get him out. I guess it was just the building up to the fight, you know, just really just wanted to knock him out, you know, for the fans, first pay-per-view, just, you know, all that stuff take accountable. But like I said, I'm a man of few excuses. You know, I'm very happy with the performance. I'm happy with the outcome, and we live to see another day and do it again for you guys. You know, the fans win. The fan win in this one. You know, this was a hell of a fight to really just determine who's the best in the heavyweight division. And the heavyweight division is just on fire right now. You know, I think this takes it even more farther to the top.
Deontay, quick question. One question for you and one question for Shelly Finkel. Deontay, after 36 minutes against Tyson Fury, you said he was very slippery. Do you think in a rematch he'll be easier to hit?
Yeah, it'll definitely be more easier for me to hit him because I'll be more patient, you know, and throwing my punches. You know, because when I replay, like when I was in the fight, I'm like, when I'm overshooting myself, I could feel it. It's like when I was shooting the right hand, it ain't like he was ducking all the way down. It was like right here in the pocket. And I'm like, why am I not hitting? Why I'm overshooting my punches? But like I said, I was too anxious. I wanted to really get him out of there, and I think my emotion got the best of me. You know, I don't think I know. My emotions got the best of me. Wanting to just really get him out of there, and you know, some of the game plan went out the window, and I resorted to just trying to knock him out.
Shelly, quick question. Shelly, right here.
Where? Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, he's on the light.
Shelly, quick question. Do you believe that a Wilder-Fury rematch takes precedent? And with that, do you believe an Anthony Joshua fight basically gets tabled for 2019 being as realistic as you can be?
At this moment, we don't know what is going to be next. If this other promoter calls tomorrow, like he said, we'll hear. If not, it's fine. I believe the fight right now with Fury is a stronger fight and probably more logical to happen because, look, he still dropped the guy twice.
Oh, you lit right now.
That last fight, that last round, I was surprised he got up. I ran to the corner as though it was over. And I'm not sure that the other side is still not afraid of him.
Deontay, what was your thinking? I know in press row the scores were all over the map. What were you thinking the scores were as you entered the 12th round? And I think, you know, the thing that happened in the 12th, you've wanted to walk in the footsteps of the giants of the heavyweight division. Do you feel like what you accomplished in the 12th round truly makes you feel like you've arrived?
With the score, you know, I was just listening to my team about, you know, if I'm up or down or whatever. So I really wasn't thinking nothing about the score. I was just looking at what was going on in the ring, and I felt with the two knockdowns that put me in the head no matter what, especially the knockdown in the 12th round because I felt like the fight was very close leading up into the 12th round, but the two knockdowns I felt like it would have put me over top, you know. And what was the second question? Oh, yeah. I definitely think, you know, it puts me amongst them. You know, it's still a lot of work to be done. You know, I'm still building, you know. I think boxing fans and the fans in general you know, they hold high expectations for us in these times and days because everybody always dwelling and living in the past. And they can't move on from the past because we can make the future better. We can make the present better right now. We can make it, but it's so much negativity towards it, you know, how a fighter fights and if he fighting this and fighting that, you know. I always blame a lot of things on the people that's heavily involved in boxing. They always criticizing a fighter, you know, for certain things instead of just praising them. Because you get a lot of fans that come into boxing, just like today. There's a lot of fans that, you know, never kept up with boxing until this fight. You know, this fight got bigger and bigger, and even got bigger in the end. And if you hearing commentators talking crazy or somebody, oh, he ain't never fought nobody, or he ain't got, you know, he can't box or whatever, because styles make fights, and we all have different styles. And I always say that boxing would be boring if everyone had one-on-one fundamental boxing, being able to throw a proper, you know, jab, proper right hand, proper left hook. What would be so special about fighters if everyone was doing that? You know, when styles, that's what make boxing so unique, make it so special. Because you want to mix this style against this style, and if if styles make great fights, why criticize it? You know, I know my style, and I know what it is, and it's not going nowhere. You know, and I don't see why. You know, I don't know, man. it's gonna take it's still work, but I think it's in great progress. We're on the right road, and not only just me, but there's a lot of guys, man. The heavyweight division is well alive, and with this fight, it definitely puts it even more at the top, you know.
Hey, Deontay,
What's up, baby?
congrats on the performance. How did Tyson Fury's boxing ability meet your expectations?
Yeah, he did. We knew Tyson can box. You know, to be a 6'9" guy, we never took that for granted. We always took him serious. We knew he could box, and for me, it was just like I said. I got out of the game plan. I got out of the just trying to knock him out. And I know when I try to do it, and I just let myself go with the flow, just let myself go with what I know. It's gonna be a long fight for me. It's always been, you know, even in the beginning of my career when I'm trying to knock guys out. Although I got them, but it was more difficult to do. And tonight, you know, I was just overshooting it to the point where I start hyperextending my right arm, and elbows started hurting and everything. But you know me, I don't quit. I still fight when I got a broken arm. I still fight you when I tear my bicep, third-degree burns, whatever. You know, I'm a fighter. I'm a warrior. I got that mentality. My mindset is very strong for that. So, you know, I still carried on. I still did what I had to do. And, you know, it was a great fight. At the end of the day, it was a great fight. Like I said, we both go home as winners. You know, the fan wins. And like Steven Espinosa, he said that sometimes when you lose, you win. And that was a great quote for him, you know.
And, you know, you've waited so long for a fight of this magnitude. How did it feel to finally be here? Was it worth the wait?
It was amazing. It was amazing. You know, it's very draining to go 3 months in camp or so, just breaking your body down and trying to build it back up. Because as a fighter, we're never 100% when we get in the ring. We may say we feel good. We may say the count was amazing, but for our body, it's never 100%. You know, when you bring in so many sparring partners all over the world, you know they bring in their best. They want to show you what they got in camp. You know, and when we bring guys, we bring the best in the world. And when they fight me, they know they gotta be, you know, ready. Because I'm bringing it, you know. We don't go light in sparring, you know. We definitely going 100%. And when you having, you know, 3 and 4 guys in there, you know, getting 2 rounds, then they get out, then the fresh one get in there 2 rounds and get out, then the other one getting back in there, then the one you started with going back, and you still the same one, like it's tough. This sport is very tough, you know. But we the only crazy ones that love to do this. We the crazy ones that like to get it hit in the head and get our face bashed in and to do it over and over again. But the weird thing about it is it's like when we ain't fighting, we ready to fight. But then when we're fighting, we ready for it all to be over. I was ready for this to be over so long ago, and now that it's finally here, it's like a dream come true. Like I was so like the training every day, you sacrificing your family, you sacrificing your body, you sacrificing so much just for one fight. You thinking about one man for several months. That's all in your head. That's all you look at. Every day you wake up. You don't want to get up. I don't, you know, I'm a type of person in my daily life, I get up like 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. I love my sleep. You know, I got a very comfortable bed. And it's hard to get up, you know. But, you know, I love the sport.
Deontay, straight back. Heck of a fight tonight. I have 2 questions for you. The first question is, when you were coming out for the 12th round, you were very aggressive throughout the fight, but it seemed to me that you really tried to turn it on in the 12th round. Did you feel like you really needed that round to win the fight, and what was Jay telling you in the fight as far as where you were in the scores?
No, to be honest, I didn't feel I needed that round. We just wanted to as a champion, finish in great fashion, and that's why I was trying to turn it up, you know, because my trainer was telling me, like, all right, let's go, this is champion. You know, we know 11 and 12 is championship rounds. And if I'm sitting back, you can't be too naive to sit back and just really just think you're ahead, you know, at times, because you just never know what the judges is looking at as well, too. So sometimes you just got to, as the champion, you got to be the aggressor. Sometimes you just got to up the pace a little bit or try to do a little bit more. you know, to to get you in head of the score or whatever. I didn't think I was down at all, you know, especially after those 2 knockdowns. You know, I thought it sealed the deal.
Well, my other question for you is, there's going to be a lot of talk about a rematch. Obviously, it's been discussed. Tyson said he wanted it. You said in the ring you wanted it. You said here you wanted it. But if you had your choice and it was up to you, and you could pick your next fight, which do you want more? A rematch with Tyson Fury or go around with Anthony Joshua?
I would love to go. I would love to go for the other titles. You know, I've always spoken that there would be one champion, one face, one name. You know, and I always wanted to unify the division. You know, I feel the one who unified the division really bring boxing back, because the heavyweight division is too small to have so many champions, and that's always been my issue. You know, having so many multiples of champions in this division with the small numbers that we have. I feel that it makes the heavyweight division that much more interesting to have one champion, one face, one name, and all the competitors come up and try to fight this one fighter. I would love to fight Josh. I've been trying to fight him. You know what I mean? Everyone knows that. That's no secret. But, you know, those guys have other plans, and we'll see what happens, you know. But, you know, with that, I'll be satisfied either or, to be honest. You know, me and Fury put on a hell of a performance tonight. And I'd love to go back into a rematch, or I'd love to fight Joshua. So I think I'm in a win-win situation. You know, I know what the fans want, and I'm with the fans as well, too. You know, I'm a warrior. I'm a fighter. This is what I do. So we're going to see what we do next, and you guys will know.
Deontay, one row back. Your team have been very vocal in saying that it's Anthony Joshua avoiding the fight with you. But fighters can also make fights. Can you send him a message and get it done?
Well, I'm sorry. That is not the point. We have done that before. And there have been several champions, all of who were here, and each one was asked, if you got a chance to get $50 million to fight, what would you do? Everyone said, where do we sign? So that was already done, and Joshua declined it. And that was an offer to make a fight. The offers they made Deontay were to not make a fight. So Deontay will fight anyone. And Deontay knows, and I know, the next time he fights Fury, he would be better. I don't know if Fury can be better. You got to give Fury all the credit in the world getting up in that 12th round, because it would have been easy to say, I don't need to get up. But he did, and he got up before. I don't think he can be any better. I think you saw the best Fury. You did not see the best Deontay.
Great, last question.
This is for both Deontay and Jay, actually. When it comes down to looking back at the 12 rounds, what do you take away from it, and where have you grown in, like, lessons you've learned and to build off of?
That's a good question. Could you repeat that again so I can get more time to think? Okay, say the first one again. That was a damn good question. You're making me think.
You went all 12 rounds. What do you take away from that to improve on?
I mean, going 12 rounds, you know, it's part of boxing. You just never know if it's going to be the first or the 12. You know, you hope for it to be early because you don't get paid for overtime. At least that's our slogan, you know. But the thing I take from going 12 rounds is that, you know, the fans won again. You know, they got their money's worth. You know, 2 heavyweights, you know, battling out against each other, punching hard as we can, dropping each, you know, well, I dropped him twice, and, you know, many times it could have been over. You know, I think that's what it's all about, you know, so, I don't know, like, it's, and what was the other question?
What did you learn about yourself, and where can you grow?
That was a hard question. Well, I learned about myself that I have the heart. You know, I put my style against anyone. You know, if it's so wild and reckless or whatever, then these guys should be running to face me. You know, they should be running. If I have so many flaws up in my skill level, they should be running to face me. But because of the heavyweight division is built off of power, ain't nobody running fast enough. to come and try to take these belts away from me. You know, me and Fury, the two, you know, he got heart. I got heart as well too, and it was just a great fight. You know, now is just the time. I just want to go home, be amongst my children, kiss them, love on my family, and man, just be around positive energy. You know, at this moment in time. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Y'all have a safe night. And don't drink and drive, because it's definitely party time.